Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us by hitting that subscription button right below. It's free, and don't forget to hit the bell notification to be notified of my new uploads. Thank you so much to every single one of you for your beautiful comments and your suggestions, your requests, of course. In my description box below, there's a little arrow right below the video. You click on that little arrow, it's pointing down, it opens up, and everything will be inside of there, all the measurements and the sizes, and my Instagram, my Facebook, TikTok if you have. If you need any questions, any help with anything, please just go right through there, and you can message me through the messenger through there, much faster than here, but feel free. There's also my email. You could also write to me through there. Okay, so I want to touch base in a few things. First, you always should look ahead of the video before you create any pieces. Sometimes the change of plans on decoration or a mistake is made. We don't have to take everything down. We can just fix it as we go. So it's very important to always look ahead and not just go step by step as I'm doing. Also, up top, there's 3 little buttons on the right-hand corner. If you click there, it opens up and it tells you slow down the video to the speed that you would like. Just click on the speed you would like. And also next to the 3 little buttons, there's the letter CC on there. If it's not next to your 3 little dots, then when you open the 3 little dots, and there it says CC, click on there, turn it on, and the letters will appear down here on all the stitches that I'm calling. Makes it easier for you to pause, take notes, and continue on from there. But like I said, always look ahead, because even though the letters will appear, a mistake could be done, and I have to take it down a few steps and then create something around it in order not to take the whole thing down. Okay, so very simple. Everything will be on the description box. I made a little video and showing you how to slow down your video and to turn the CC on. So the link will be on the description box below also. I also have on my description box a PayPal account. Now, this PayPal account, a while back, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that, I had asked everybody's opinion that's already part of this journey. If they would like to help some women in need of thread, women that cannot afford, women that are on old pension, not enough for them, women that are on welfare for illness or mental illness or not working, whatever the case may be. I do have quite a few people that reach out to me that love my patterns, follow my videos, but they only look, they cannot create, they don't have the means to buy it. Obviously, if I could afford to buy everybody thread, I wouldn't be here mentioning to you. So I need you guys' help to help me to, let's, create a family here, help each other out, and support a little bit on buying the threads for them. Now, I will be buying, I will be shipping. If you have extra yarn, extra thread that you just have it stored away, doing nothing, just sitting around, you're more than welcome to email me, message me how you want to proceed with this. I can give you the address and you can send it to them yourselves, or you can send it to me and I will send it out to them. It's up to you. Anything helps. It doesn't mean that you have to give, like 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Nobody's asking for huge money here. We're just asking a little bit from everybody that can afford to 50 cents, $1, $2, $3, $10, $15, $20, At the end, it all adds up, and it does help somebody and keep them busy and their mind busy and off the stress of everyday life and the means of no money. So please do feel it in your heart to help out. This is my mission, trying to help these people that really do need it. Most crocheters, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this type of thing. So I really would like to help them out. It's in my heart to do it. I hope you find it in yours too. So please be kind and generous and help out with anything that you can. Thank you so much already to begin with. I'm grateful and humble to every single one of you that can help. And if you can't, then you can't. It's understandable. If you can, please, by all means. So the first thing you want to do is that magic circle. You would turn once, bring it over, grab your thread from behind, put into position, chain 3. We're going to create 4 groups of 3 double crochet. Most of you should know already how to create a granny square, but of course there's always beginners, 2 chain, that don't know yet and they're learning. So this is a way to get you started with a granny square. 3 more double crochets, 2 chain, and 2 more groups of 3 double crochets. I hope my neighbor's dog is not going to start. It seems like every time I'm doing recording, that dog just howls like an owl. Doesn't even like really bark. Unbelievable. Oops, I'm doing too much. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 2 chain separation, and 3 more double crochets. So this is going to be a very easy tutorial, and it looks really nice next to all of the other sets. So you're going to pull your string to tighten it up, 2 chain, and close it in on the 3rd space with a slip stitch. I'm leaving this here because then I'll put my purl through it. I'm gonna do the walk. I call it the walk with a slip stitch, and I'm coming right into the center of the 2 chain separation with a single 2 chain, and I'm creating again my 2 groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet, 2 chain. If your chain is too loose, do only 1. Okay, I'm using a smaller hook, so it won't be as big, but if I used a 6.5, it would have been a bigger hole there, and I don't want that. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain separation, and 3 more. So we're creating the corners of the granny squares. You can see 2 chain again, and 2 groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain again, and the last corner, the 2 groups of double crochet, 2 chain, and close it in on the 3rd space here with a slip stitch. I'll meet you at the end. So we've closed with a slip stitch. I'm doing the walk again with the slip stitch. I call it the walk, and into the corner again with a single, chain 2, create your 2 groups of 3 double crochet. That single and 2 chain equals a double crochet, 2 chain separation, and the 3 double crochets again. 2 chain. I'm coming into the center and create 3 double crochets and 2 more chain and create the other corner. 2 chain and create the groups again. 2 groups of 3 double crochet. Miracle, the dog is barking and not howling. Wow. And we're going to proceed this way all the way around until here, and we're going to cut the thread if you're changing colors, and then I'm proceeding with the brown. So I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm cutting my thread and I'm proceeding both sides with the brown one time and cutting my thread and going in with the blue. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Coming in with my brown slip stitch knot, I'm going to grab a corner and I'm going to create single 2 chain. This equals a double crochet, equivalent to a double crochet I should say. Try to hide my thread at the same time. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 more, 2 chain, and 3 more. So we're going to have 4 groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, coming into the corner again, and 3 more, just like that. Cutting my thread, I'm just going to tuck in between here because the next rows will hide my thread in the middle here. I'm going to create the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to do single, 2 chain, come back in and create my 3 double crochets, 2 chain, and again the same thing. So we're going to have 4 groups of 3 double crochet. Two chain and create my last group here. I'm coming in with my blue and I'm going to create the same thing again on both sides, exactly what we did, except we're starting with a 5 chain in the corner. So I've done my slip stitch knot. I'm coming right here on the 3rd chain in the corner with a single. Try to hide my thread at the same time, so I'm going up. So that single would equal 1, and then 1 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be like 3 for double crochet and 2 for turning. So we're going to have this little loop there. Create my 3 double crochets, and we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side, exactly as we're doing. 2 chain separation, 3 double crochets, 2 chain separation, 2 chain. I'm coming right on the edge here on the 3rd chain and creating a double crochet. And we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. So go ahead and do yours and I'll meet you at the end. Coming back with my green, we're going to do the attachments now, okay? So I'm going to come 1, we have the single, 2 on the 3rd one, just to get it squared off. Actually, I'm going to come on my 2nd one just to get it more squared off over here with the single. 1, 2 chain. I'm coming back in and I'm creating my 3 double crochets. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to turn my pattern like this. I'm going to grab back with back, single, and I'm coming back in and create my 3 double crochets. Okay, so it's going to stay like this. Actually, sorry, we have to add it this way. I don't know where's my head sometimes. Just not thinking. Okay, no biggie. That's why it's always good to look ahead of the video to make sure. Okay, so single. So we're doing the attaching the edges. So 3 more. Okay, so it will be like that. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm coming in back into the first square here with a single. I'm coming into my second square here, or actually my first square from this side, and doing 3 double crochets, just like that. 1 chain. I'm coming into this second double crochet on the back, square, sorry, coming straight into the front with 3 double crochets. So this is what it's starting to look like. One chain, I'm coming into the back again, single, and I'm coming directly into the corner and creating my 3 double crochets. 1 chain, coming corner, touching my corner, and coming back in and creating my 3 double crochets. Okay, so it's going to be like that. Chain 2. I'm coming directly in here. Create 3 double crochets. So the rest is just it's just a repeat, 2 chain separation, and create your little blockage of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, come into the next block. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. 2 chain. We're coming in right in the corner here of the screen, of course, with 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and I'm going to come into the second one here just to affirm that corner properly with a double crochet so we can have a straight corner. And then I'm coming in and doing my corner. 2 groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and we're going to continue on. 2 chain and into the next one. So we're going to repeat this all the way until the beginning there where we started. Okay, so you're going to continue. You're going to do your 2 groups here in the corner. You're going to do your 3 double crochet on this first one here, exactly like we did here. And don't forget, you have to do your 3 double crochets here also. And then we're going to attach it here after doing the 2 chain. I'll meet you here at the end. So it's just a repeat of what we did here. We're going to do here. And this one, well, it's simple. It's only 2 groups here on one group per space here. And the corner, 2 groups of 3 double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, guys, we're coming into the poof now, exactly like we have in our set. So I'm coming in with a single. I'm going to stretch it a bit. I'm going to come in, take out once, twice. I'm coming in the center of my group here and take it all at once. Chain 2. And don't tighten your chains too much. 1, 2, 3. Coming into the center. And taking it out. 1, 2. Coming into the center again of the square. 3. Coming into the middle here of the double crochets. And pulling it out. All together. Chain 2. Back in again. Coming into the middle here. And taking it out. 1, 2. I'm coming into the center here of the corner. 2, 3. I'm going to take it out all together because these are my corners. Chain 2. I'm going to come back in the same corner. 2 and 3. I'm coming into the middle of my group and taking it out. We're going to repeat this all the way around. Very simple, nothing to it. So you know that only on the corners you have to take out at once. 1, 2, and 3. Coming into the center and take it out. Chain 2. And we're going to continue the same way. I'll meet you here between both grannies so you'll know what to do. Okay, so this is how it's going to stay. Like when we come back, we're going to create the other poof inside of here to close it up. So you're going to have 2 poofs on the corners of your granny square. 3 here. I don't know how many there yet. I'm coming 2 in between the granny. So I'm doing my poof here on the corner of the first granny. I'm coming in the middle here in the stitch in the middle, and I'm going to close it up. Chain 2. I'm coming directly inside of the other corner of the granny. 1, 2, and 3, and into the middle of the double crochet. So very simple, nothing to it. And 2 chain, and proceed the same way as we've been doing. Now remembering when you're getting into the corners, you have to do those 2 poofs. So this is how it's going to look like. So you have to remember that you have to close in when you're going to come to the corner here. You're going to do the poof, you're going to close it in, 2 chain, another poof, and you close it in already on this middle one, because this one here is already grabbing this one to close in. So we do the 2 poofs here, separation of 2 chains, exactly like we did here. So we did this poof, we closed in the middle with this one. We did this, put 2 chain, this poof, we close it at once, 2 chain, poof, and we closed it here in the middle of the chain already, of the double crochet. Okay, and then it proceeds the same way. So we're going to continue that. Coming to the other side here, you will have to do the same thing on this side. Do 1 inside, 2 chain. Oh, and when you do your poof, you go right in the center of the granny in that stitch, close it in. And then here the same thing, come in the middle, close it in. and we proceed that way. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I'm almost coming to my last corner. I did my 2 chains after closing my poof with the middle one here, coming in, creating my other poof, and closing it all together. 2 chain, just gonna close it in. I'm going to cut my thread and come in with my brown. Okay. Just going to pull through some of the loops here because the next row is going to cover it. So we'll be good to go. We're almost done the front part of this motif. That part is very easy. It's just squares of double crochet. And there it is. I'm coming in with the brown. Slip stitch knot, coming into my corner. Single, 2 chain, coming back in, doing double crochet, just like that. Coming into the next one, 2 double crochet, coming into the next space, 2 double crochet, into the next space. Now, if your stitch is too tight, give 1 chain separation. I'm trying to make it as loose as I can, but if I find that it's too tight, then I would do a 1 chain separation between them. I'm going to come into the corner one. Two double crochet. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to do 2 more double crochet in here. And I'm going to continue the same way all the way around. Why am I doing this? I don't know why I'm doing this. Into the next space. And create your groups of 2 double crochet. Just like that. And continue all the way. Make sure when you come to the corner you do exactly the same thing. 2 groups of 2 double crochet, 1 chain separation, all in the same space, exactly like we did here. 2 groups, 1 chain, 2 groups, or not 2 groups, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 double crochet into the next space. Now if you find it's too tight for you, your stitch, do 1 chain or 2 depending upon the thread or yarn you're using. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. And I'm coming in with my blue after this. Okay everyone, we pretty much did the brown. I'm coming in with my blue now. And I'm coming inside of the corner here with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a single and 2 chain for double crochet and 2 for separation. Inside of the same one, we're going to do a double crochet. We're creating a V here on the corner. Okay, so I've created a V here and I did 2 chain. I'm going to skip 1, Let me see. Give me a second here to figure this out because I want to get one right in the center. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to get right in the middle here. So by getting in the middle, if I skip 1, 1, 2. Okay, perfect. So 2 chain. We're going to skip 1 and a single. 2 chain. Skip 1 and a single. 2 chain. Skip 1. And we're going to do a double crochet here. Chain 3 and another double crochet. I want to create another V here right in the center. 2 chain, skip 1 right in the center. 1, 2, skip 1. Into the next one. Chain 2, skip 1, and into the middle. We create another V. Chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and another double crochet. So now we're going to have 1 here and 2 on the corners. We're going to keep repeating the same thing by skipping 1. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3 loops. 1, 2, 3 loops. Okay, and we're going to continue to do the same way here. Chain 2, skip 1 into the next one with a single. Chain 2, skip 1 into the next one. 1, 2 chain, skip 1, and we're going into the third one. So we're creating 1, 2, 3, chain 3. We're creating the V. Chain 2, skip 1 into the next one. Chain 2, skip 1 into the next one. Chain 2, skip 1, and a V again. So you have to have 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3 for the loops, and we have the other V created. 1, 2, skip 1 into the next one. 1, 2, skip 1 into the next one. 2 chain, skip 1, and into the next one. 1, 2, 3. No, we have to do another V here. So 1, 2, and this will be the third loop. So double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, and we continue until the end. Okay. Okay, you guys, so we're going to go into the center of the V. So when you close here, my thread finished, so I had to add another thread. That's why I'm here already. So you close in with a slip stitch, and you do the walk into the center, single, 2 chain. That will equal a double crochet. Inside of here, we're going to do 9 double crochets. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to walk into the first loop, single, 2 chain into the next loop, 2 chain again into the last loop. So we're going to have 2 loops left directly into the center here, and create your 9 double crochets again. Very simple, nothing to it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just check 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Directly into the first loop with a single, chain 2 into the middle loop, chain 2 into the third loop, single, and back in directly with 9 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. We're going to do that all the way around. Okay, you guys, I'm going to come in with the brown now. This is the last row. Now, on the rugs, I have 3 rows of blue. Just going to show you here. So as you can see, we did the V, and then we did the 9. I still have this one and that one, but because this is a small motif, small pattern, we don't need that much. So I'm going to cut down only to 2. So this is the last row of peacock, okay? I'm going to come in where the last loop is here with a single. And then I'm coming into the first double crochet here. I'm going to turn twice, coming down where the V is. Take out once, take out twice, and 3 times. Trying to hide my thread here. And I'm going to come in my first space here and close it in with single. Chain 3. Peacock. Next space. Single. Chain 3. Peacock. Next space. And again. Peacock. And single. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to turn twice again. I'm going to come down, this time from the inside, okay? Because here we went from under. Here we're going over. Take out once, take out twice, and take out 3 times. I'm coming on the first loop with a single, second loop a single, and directly into the first double crochet. Turn twice, come back from the back to the front, take out once, twice, and 3 times. Going to between the first and the second double crochet, single, chain 3, and now it's a repeat. If you need to rewind it, then go ahead, but very simple. And this is how it's going to be like. I'll meet you all the way at the end. You can cut your thread, and we're going into the back part. Okay, you guys, I pretty much finished doing the front. And now we're going to do the back part, which is only squares. I have 11. So this I think should be the same thing because we're only attaching here on the white and going up. And it should be 28 rows if I'm not mistaken, unless this one's a little bit bigger, but I'll see as I go. So the first thing you want to do is slip stitch knot. I'm going to come in where I have my white, so not where I have the groups, but where I have the stitch here from the squares. I'm going to come in right in the center, in the middle of both poofs, in the corner. Try to hide my thread. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because of my single makes 5. So I'm coming into the next space right after. I'll show you in a second, make it easier for you guys to see. And 2 chain. Coming right after the group here, brown, double crochet, 2 chain. Coming after the poof again, double crochet. Coming right after the other poof. I think I'm doing this wrong, not on the green. Give me a second here. It's to be on the white one, not the green one. So I'm going to go right in between the poof and the group. 2 chain after the group here, always on the white. I'll show you in a second. So you'll see what I'm doing. This is going to go like this, right? Now if I find that I'm too attached, I want to have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I should have 11. To chain. I'm coming right after the poof. And again, after the group. Right after the poof. And I'll show you once I'm done here so you can see. But there's no right or wrong on this. You need to place them where they fit properly. So I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if 2 chain is, I think 2 chain is too much. I'm going to do 1 chain. I think it's best. I don't want it to be too wide either, so I'm going to do 1 chain. But whatever works for you, if you think 2 chain, there's no right or wrong on this. If you think 2 chain is enough, then by all means, okay? You have to go with the flow. Especially if people have different tensions. Your tension could be a little bit looser than mine. So you really have to do 1 chain. And if your tension is too tight, then you need to do 2 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, whoops, 10, and I'm going to come in the corner right between the 2 groups, and I do my 11th, just like that. Okay, so just show you here, it's much better for you to see it this way. So basically it's going to be lined up where the square is. This stays out as decorational motive, okay? So I have 11 double crochets, 1 chain separation. I'm going to turn around, and I should make 28, and we're going to touch it here on the 14th, right on the center, and then continue to create so we can fit both rolls of the toilet paper. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 4, but if your tension is too tight, do 5 chain to go up. And all you do is continue to go on top of the double crochet, building these little squares until your 13th row. On the 14th row, we're going to attach it. So I'll meet you at the end of my 13th row. So it's just back and forth, 1 chain separation, and continue to do your squares. Okay, you guys, so I said 14, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to do 13 because this is a thicker thread than this one, so it becomes bigger, and I had totally forgot about that, but doesn't make really a big difference. And you really have to see which yours and your tension, your stitch, and the roll that you usually use. If it fits, if you need to add more rows, then you go ahead, and if you need to be less rows, then there's no problem either. Okay, so on my 13th row, I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm going, see, I'm going to do this 2 chain. I'm going to come into the center here, right where it meets the 2 probably not in there. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Yes, I'll have to go in here. So I'm going to go right in here, and I'm going to close it up with a single. And then I'm coming directly into the double crochet with the double crochet. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing. You can continue to do your whole thing, and you can just stitch it on, 2 stitch here, 1 in the middle, 1 at the other end, if you want to make it easier on yourself. So 1 chain. I'm just going to try to do it this way to save me time on stitching, I guess. Okay, so I'm coming into the middle of the squares here, and I'm going to, I just want to check something that it's not, I'm going to use my thinner one here. So I'm going to grab this again. I'm just going to pick up the outside, so on the chain here, the outloops of the chains, okay? So it does not appear on the front here. And I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come back again and create my double crochet. And then I'm going to come back again, and I'm going to grab just the out loops because I don't want my stitch to show up in the front. 1 chain. I'm going to come back again. So basically you're stitching on there, but if you wanted to sew, you can go ahead. Now these are smaller rows, remember that, but people have bigger rows, so it's just gonna stay like that. Let me just close my window here a bit. So it's going to stay like that, and if you want it tighter, then all you have to do is cut down on some rows if it's too much, and we're going to take it from there. Okay, I probably not even sure if I'm going to cut it probably down to 12 instead of 13. So I don't want it to be too big either. Okay, let's just continue on, see how it happens. Okay, so we did our double. Now I'm going to come back again, and I'm just going to grab the outer loops here because I don't want it to show in the front. Now, like I said, if you wanted to stitch it on, you can, okay? So it's going like that, and it's just perfect because it doesn't show here. Okay, so continue yours until the end, and we're going to continue to do all the way up. So I'm getting here to the end. And I'm going, just trying to see what I did here to make sure that I don't make this mistake here. Okay, so I need to come in where the poof is because we started with where the poof was. Okay, so it's going to stay like that. And then we're going to continue on to create my other 13 and close it in at the edge. 3 and 4. I'm going to come in and do my double crochet where I've closed in with a single. Oops, one chain. Okay, so nothing to it. If you feel more comfortable in stitching, giving a few stitch here and there, then you're more than welcome. I just decided to go this way so I can just get it done. And because it's for me, then it's okay too. If this was a special order, then I probably would stitch it and have it more defined on it. Not that it looks bad, but you know, you're doing something. Order, you have to be precise and do the final good touches, right? So I'm just going to come in where I have my other double crochet here. And my last one. Then you just continue until you're 12, and then you're 13, or whatever size you're making. You're going to attach it into the same thing like we just did, right into the poof one here in the corner, and then continue on. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, I pretty much finished it. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to create the hanging thing, okay? If you don't have a round plastic or acrylic, you know what I'm saying, those round ones, we can create our own by rolling a few times. I'm just going to roll a couple of times until I feel that it's thick enough. We don't need it to be extremely thick either. I think that should be enough. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to be doing singles, okay? So I'll make sure that they're all on the same round. There's no specific count. You got to make sure that you fill it all up with single crochet all the way around. Very simple. And if you have like one of those plastic round circles, I don't know what you call them, then you can use it. Doesn't have to be big, just, you know, enough round to hang it. So So I'm going to continue mine all the way around, and then I'll come back. Okay, you guys, so I did my circle. I'm going to close it in with a slip stitch. On my first single. And then I'm going to do chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to come in right on the corner here. With a single. So right on the first one, on the first square here. And chain 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Try to see if I can use the smaller one. It's easier for me. On the next single here on the circle, we're going to do a single. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to skip one and I'm coming into the next one with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm coming into the next space where we did the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, I'm coming in to the next space where we have the group. So basically we're putting them where we have the groups of brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'll show you in a second once I'm done with this. Next space, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to come into the center here. So you have to do it where you think it properly fits. You know, like I said before, there's not a real count to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm coming back in the next space. We need to do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3. We need to do 5 and 5, and then the last one on the edge will be of 7. So we have 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming again into the next space here on the single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the next space. Now, how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 already. And now we're going to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to come right into the corner. And then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And my last one. So next space, let me just turn it around and see how this looks like. So it's going to be like that. Like that. Now, you could always give it a 2-stitch on here or hot gun glue. I'm going to hot gun glue this right here on the edge. Okay, so it's going to be like that. It's not that you can really see the motif, but this helps to give it a nice little effect design. And I'm going to add my pearls. So basically, So I have my leftover string. I want it to go sideways, so I'm going to have to pull my string here to the center so I can have it going sideways and not show the holes up top. Okay. Okay, so you'd come from the inside, and on this side here, just pull your string to the back carefully, not to pull all the other strings together. Should have like bigger, probably look nice on bigger. Anyway, I guess when you don't have bigger in the right size, that's what it is. So I'm just going to pull my thread back here through the loops like this. I'm going to split my thread in half. Like that. I'm going to pull through. Okay, and I'm going to give it a nice 3-4 knots just to make sure that nothing comes apart, and do the same thing to the other one if you're putting the pearls on. And then you're good to go. This is not going anywhere. I'm going to add the other pearl, and then I'll put it all together in display so you can see what it looks like once it's all done. Okay, and there it is. Well, this does it for this tutorial. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you're going to share. Please give a thumbs up if you like. And if you wanted to make smaller, just do the square, do those 2 lines, and then a whole closing like we did on the other one. And then you can do singles, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 double crochets here, 1 chain single, 5 double crochets, 1 chain single, and very easy. Thank you so much, everyone. Also want to remind you that I had mentioned on the other one the little rug that I'm doing for in front of the sink. So I'm not going to do the tutorial, but it's the same thing, same procedure as the lid toilet seat cover. You just continue going up higher, bigger. The only difference is here in the middle, I did 41 chain stitch and ended up with 42 double crochet. Okay, so in case you want to create that, you just follow through the lid cover of the toilet seat, but do 41 chain stitch and then 4 more chain, and come back on your 5th one and do your double crochet and continue 1 per space. That will give you the total of 42 chain, 42 double crochet. Proceed the same way as the toilet seat cover, and you'll have a beautiful rug. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. I'll have everything on display at the end. And until next time, take care and of each other. Bye-bye.